Hello, Gina Book Readers. This is my debut video and I'm very excited about it. Okay, here we go. I have decided to grace you all with my opinion on returning products. And I don't mean products returning back to me, of course, I mean purchasing an item and then returning it back to the store after you have either used that item and it's broken or hasn't been up to standard, or you just decided you didn't want it anymore. I'm a big fan of this. I really like returning things. Gino gives me a hard time about it all the time, and so I thought, well, it would be nice for me to share my thoughts on the matter. So, I hate stores that don't return things. Superstore is one of the worst. It has a 10-day or like a 14-day return policy, I think, and you have to have the original tags attached to your item, and you have to have the receipt. And if they're even one day over, you get some snotty old lady telling you, well, it's well past the due date, but really it's not well past the due date. It's like one day past your ridiculous return policy. So if I've bought a pair of jeans, should I expect them to last for 14 days and then what, am I stuck? Anyways, that's my little bit of a rant. Other stores that are really bad for this are those disposable clothing stores like Urban Planet. They will not return anything at all. It's exchange only, so I don't shop there. The very best store to return stuff at ever in the history of the world is Costco. You don't need the receipt. You just have to give your card, and if you don't even have your card and no receipt and the item's like 5 years old, they'll give you the last price it sold for. And sometimes this is like $2, but sometimes it's the regular price. So you can buy, a couch, and if you decide after 2 years you don't like your couch, I've not done this, by the way, you can return it. You can return your couch for like the full price that you paid for it. It's out of control. I don't know how they're still in business. Walmart used to be like that. They used to return everything and anything, and now they've changed their policy so that you have 90 days, but honestly, the way to get around that, like, I bought a blow dryer from Walmart, and as you can tell, like, I have to do stuff to my hair every day. I was irritated when they wouldn't return it, so I went and bought the same blow dryer, the same, like, new blow dryer, and returned the old one in the new box with the new receipt. And I don't feel dishonest doing that because I feel like my blow dryer should last for longer than 3 months when I just paid like $50 for it. So that is why those are the stores that I like returning to. The reason why I like returning things is because sometimes I'm a bit of an impulse purchaser. So I'll be in the mall and I'll think, well, I can probably only afford 2 things, but I'm going to buy 5 things and just return what I don't want. I'll get home and make that decision rather than spending, I'm a slow decision maker, so rather than spending a lot of time in the mall deciding on what I really, really want and like hoping it's there the next time I go back, I just buy it all and then return what I don't like. So it's kind of like I use it as a budgeting tool. Now, the times when I do that, I don't bring the item home and use it and then return it. However, I've been known to skirt the system. This pisses me off when I take something home and it's broken and then I go to return it and they say no for whatever reason. I will find my way around it. Now, here are some tricks to returning things when you are returning things to stores. 1, kill them with kindness. Like, I'm talking, you have to be nice to these people because you know you're going to be back. You know you're going to be back returning things, and not only that, nobody wants a bitch to be talking to them. Like, nobody wants to be talked to like they're stupid, even if they're talking to you like you're stupid, which should tell you how much you don't like it because they're doing it to you. So, anyways, be really, really nice. And these are some key phrases that I like. I like the phrase, so I don't understand, is there a policy about that? And then when they tell you yes there is, and it's like written in plain English right up on the wall right there, you can say, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't made aware of that. Or, it doesn't say that on the receipt, that's funny. Or you can say something like, so you really don't stand by the product that you sell then? And that's a real key one for like getting people pissed off because they're like, yeah, we do. See, here, you can return it. That works occasionally. I was returning diapers to Walmart. My sister has a baby, and I was returning her diapers, which she got bought for her, and they were the wrong size, and they were a gift, and there was no receipt, unopened box, like a totally legitimate return. They were just the wrong size. Tried to return them, and the woman was very snarky with us. My sister, I told her to leave. I said, you're not allowed to stand behind me because I'm just going to laugh the whole time. But lo and behold, she stood behind me smirking and laughing the entire time. And I'm killing this woman with kindness. So what is your diaper policy again? And then she tells me what it is and that they don't do returns, which it does not say that on the receipt. It doesn't say it on the box. They don't tell you when you buy it. It's not up anywhere on any wall. So this is a pet peeve of mine. So they, the woman said to me, well, we don't return diapers. It's just kind of known. I'm like, no, it's not known. I didn't know that, but I didn't react that way. I said, oh, I'm just wondering where it says that then. And she, of course, couldn't tell me. So when you act kind of curious like that, they're more willing to do things for you. So I'm just wondering, who should have told me that the diapers weren't returnable? I'm just wondering, like, how I missed that. I'm really sorry I missed that. I don't know how that happened, but if you could just let me know. Now I know for next time, but, like, should I have known that somehow? And when you act kind of, not act stupid, but just be more curious than accusatory, kind of goes a long way in your favor. So anyways, that was my ramble and rant about the diapers. I ended up returning them, of course. She asked another lady, and of course there's no written policy, so they have to return them. I mean, it's Walmart. They have a bunch of rules to live by, so. I have returned, this is what Gina wants to hear. I've returned moldy blueberries. I've returned sour milk. I've returned clothing that I've worn for 3 months or so. That's kind of my limit. I think clothing should last 3 months. And, like, if any seams are giving or if it's rubbing raw, like, jeans, like, kind of in between your legs, sometimes it starts to pill up. I think that's bull, so I return those. I recently returned a book to Chapters that was a gift to me, I'm ashamed to admit, 2 years ago, which I never ever touched. But it was like I bought it yesterday. I mean, it was a gift, so I didn't have a receipt, and I said that I just changed my mind, and the book was in good condition, so I returned it, and I got a gift card for it. What else do I regularly return clothing to Walmart because I buy, like, leggings and things, and they fall apart after about a month of wearing them. So I think that's terrible, and I'm like, no, these fell apart. I return, what else do I return? I buy a lot of kitchen stuff from Costco that I get home and decide, no, I didn't really need to spend money on that, and I return those kinds of things. So I feel like this video is going on and on. If you have any questions or comments about returning, I'm happy to help you. I feel like I'm a bit of a returning guru, and there's kind of nothing I can't return. So that's a big statement, and I'm even open to challenges. I mean, I won't go into a store and blatantly, like, within reason, I'll return something, but I won't, like, blatantly, like, wear a pair of shoes for a year and then go back and say, these are worn. So that's kind of my limit, is that I don't like intend on using the item and then returning it. However, I do feel like I could return anything. So I'm open to a challenge. Well, Gina Book Readers, thank you for your 8 minutes, and, like, it's going to be about 20 seconds by the time I say goodbye. I'm very happy this is my debut video, and I'm looking forward to also posting a Doritos review, which is up and coming. My sister and I and her husband did one together, and it's pending. So have a lovely Merry Christmas, and take care in this month.